Okay, I'm just going to talk about how do you tell if you should use a type 1 or type 2 integral. Type 1 versus type 2. So the heuristic, there are a couple of heuristics. Like these ones are kind of obvious. There's only one way you can go. So it's not a graph if you choose x to vary. Right, because you have crossings here. So there's only one way you can do it. The y has to vary. So that means it's type 1. At least that's what the book calls it. So that situation, there's no choice. But what about something like this? This triangle. In fact, it is a type 1 and a type 2. Because if it's type 1, you simply call this constant, this flat line, y max, and you call this piecewise curve y min. On the other hand, you can call it type 2, and you can call this x max, and you can call this x min. So which one do you do? What you should do is your choice less piecewise. Choose the one with less piecewise stuff. So that means this is the right choice. Right? Because there's two curves we have to deal with now. So if you were going to do the integral, type 1, then your integral in y or rather your x integral involves y min of x for x less than 0, say, and y min of x for x greater than 0, and this is more complicated. And we never want more complicated. That will just give us more chances to make mistakes. So just as another example, if you're going to do this triangle, should it be type 1 or should it be type 2? So if I did type 2, that's the inner integration. And if I did type 1, that's the inner integration. So actually type 1 is the better option, type 2 is the bad option. Why? Because this is piecewise. X of y. Right? Because we have two curves going on here. Yeah. So I would do type 1 in this case, and I would use dy as the first integral. Okay, that's all for this video.